respected Sri Saurabh Adhikari, Chief Operating Officer, Honorable Sri Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. Shukla Kumar Dey, Sri Ellen Meena, ADG of the West Bengal Correctional Services, Sri Kumar, who had come to our office and invited us and really gave me an opportunity to interact with all the students. Professor Rajnath Bhatt, Dean, former Dean of Banaras University, respected faculties and dear students. I am really very happy to have come here and to interact with all of you on a very relevant topic of peace and ethics in the age of AI. I am really very thankful to Dr. Rituparna Chakravarti ji. She has delivered a wonderful speech as to what the center is going to do, what kind of courses would be conducted by the center, what kind of subjects would be included, and which will definitely enrich the students from the knowledge of so many great philosophers as to how to achieve peace, how to live an ethical life, and how to perform well in this age of artificial intelligence. It's a very, very challenging time. I remember when we entered into the service in 1990s, that time, the most of being the police officer, we were facing so many agitations by the employees, government employees and other people. And the biggest agitation which we found was the opposition of inclusion of computers on the workplace. Because that time it was felt that if computers are included at the workplace, it will definitely take away the jobs. That was the biggest challenge. And that was the reason that all the employees federation and everybody, they were up in arms against inclusion of computers in banking and insurance and other sectors, and for that matter in any government job. Because they were feeling that if this happens, their jobs will go away. I am telling you today, after 25 years, all of you know that computer has created more number of jobs than it has taken. More number of jobs. Today, if you know computer, today if you know the computer language, today if you know how to do coding, you are a hero. You will get a job. That is what today at the same time, your generation of students, you must be feeling the way artificial intelligence is coming up. It is going to take away our jobs. And I am telling you that artificial intelligence will definitely going to create far more number of jobs than we can even imagine now. That is what is going to happen. That is a tool. We don't have to feel threatened. We don't have to feel that it will do any damage to us. It will be a tool in our hand which will sharpen our acumen, which will definitely help us how to perform. Today, we use calculators. When initially when we were students in schools, that time we couldn't even imagine that the calculators would be allowed in any examination, but today it has become part of the examination because it is not the test of your basic calculation skill, it is test of your knowledge. But at the same time, Professor Rituparna Chakravarti, she was right there are threats as well. And the biggest threat is definitely how to remain peaceful, how to remain ethical in this coming world. That is one of the biggest challenges we are going to face. I have worked in the environment department as I have been introduced. And I have found that the best way to achieve peace and the best way to be peaceful in life is one, to be in sync with the nature. Unless and until you are in sync with the nature, you will not be peaceful. So my main thing, like there is a book written by Mr. Barry Commoner, The Closing Circuits. In this book, Barry Commoner has propounded 4 principles of ecology. And what are those 4 principles of ecology? The first principle is the nature knows the best. Second principle is there is no such thing as free lunch. Third principle is everything is connected to everything else. And fourth principle is everything must go somewhere. It's a complete circle. So we have to respect. In order to remain successful, in order to remain peaceful, we have to be in sync with the nature. That would be the biggest requirement. If we are not in sync with the nature, Mother Nature is one of the greatest experimenters. And if we don't contribute to the whole, definitely Mother Nature will take some punitive actions. And what are those punitive actions? I am telling you, Mother Nature had been experimenting these kind of things for millions of years. In its own experimentation, it has discarded the dinosaurs. It has discarded the saber-toothed tigers. It has discarded the Ramapithecus. It has discarded the Neanderthals. In its own experimentation, if we are not contributing and supporting the whole system, Mother Nature in its own experimentation, it will discard this generation as well. So, one of the most important things that we have to learn, we have to interact with the nature, that are we really contributing to the whole? Are we really supporting to the system? The answer of this interaction would be a big no. We are not supporting. And if we see that on this planet, any species kill the other species for 3 reasons. Number 1, for its survival. Number 2, when it is threatened. Number 3, when it is hungry. But the human being, we are killing the other species just to prove our superiority. Just to prove that we have the dominance over this planet. Just for pleasure. And those kind of things are not going to contribute to the whole system. And if we don't create peace on this planet, we cannot remain peaceful. This peace is very much essential in whatever we do, whatever we want to do. And for those kind of things, you will have to take extra steps. You will have to serve. You will have to be useful for others. Your every decision should be very, very crucial, important and supplementary to the system that exists. When I got selected into Indian Police Service, I was practicing as a chartered accountant. And when I got selected, then I asked my father. My father was a renowned freedom fighter. I belong to Rajasthan. So I asked him that now I am entering into a different sphere. What is your piece of wisdom for me, that how should I conduct my life now on? He told me very simple thing. He told me that whatever you are doing as of now, your every decision was having very solitary implication for yourself or for your family. Nothing much, not wider ramification of whatever decision you took. But now onwards, when you are entering into a public life, your decisions could be impacting large number of people. For that you must know that you will have to take the tough call. He said, when you would like to do something good for the people, it is not that it will always be accepted. Anything good you want to do, that will be fraught with kind of criticism, with the kind of challenges and obstructions. Everywhere you will face. But if you feel that you are doing good, then be committed to your ideals. He gave me one quote from Niti, which says, there are three kinds of persons on this earth. And you must choose what kind of person you want to become. He said, Niti says, Prarabhyate na khaluvik na bhaye na niche. The first kind of person are those who do not start anything because they feel that if they will do something, people will criticize. Like setting up of this big institution is not a job. People will find some kind of that you have your vested interest into something, you want to do something. Everywhere they take criticism. So first kind of people are those who do not start anything and they fear every kind of obstruction, challenge, criticism which can come on the way. Second category of person, prarabdhe vigna bhita virvanti madhya. Second category of person are those, they start the thing, but when they see that people are obstructing, people are coming in the way, people are criticizing their effort, they just leave in between. But the best people are those. Vigne ravi pratihanyamane prarabdhe uttam janaha na parityajanti. But best kind of people are those who start the thing and they don't stop till they achieve what they want to achieve. What Swamiji has said, arise, awake and stop not till the goals are reached. That is the kind of thing, unless and until you develop that within yourself, you are not going to achieve what you want to achieve. And unless and until you don't achieve that thing, you won't remain peaceful. Eknath Ranade has said, one life, one mission. That every life should have one mission. And what is your mission on the earth? He said, people who are very, very successful, even they also felt that after attaining so much of success, there is no satisfaction. Because जो कहते हैं ना कि जीवन सिर्फ सफल ही नहीं, सार्थक भी होना चाहिए. The life should not only be successful, it should also be meaningful. Then only you will be peaceful, ethical in your life. We have to learn this. How to achieve this? I have seen so many things in my life, in my 30+ years career. I have seen ups and downs in my own life. I have seen the ups and downs in the life of people around us. And being in the police service, it has given me an opportunity to see what kind of consequences people face when they do something wrong. Because anything wrong you do, you'll end up in police. It has to happen. So we have seen how people are landing up into the police cases, what kind of thing they have done, and all those things that is happening. So most important thing is that we have seen people who have failed in their life and becoming so what is said, people who fail in their life, they suffer their failures. But people who succeed in their life, they are suffering their success. When I say those people who have failed in their life and suffer, that is something very easy. Because failure comes very naturally. Failure comes easily. You are not working hard for something, you fail, you are suffering the consequences. That is an easier thing. But when I say that people, those who have succeeded in their life, they are suffering their success. That is what learning. We should not become like this. You will not be peaceful unless and until you understand this. We have seen that people have achieved whatever they wanted to achieve. You educate yourself, you opt for a career, you get the best career, you get the best job, you get family, everything is there. Still, after getting so much of success, you are suffering. And there is something basically wrong with us. That has to be understood. If we analyze, when we were 5 or 10 years of age, how much happy we used to be in our life? Are we the same happy person today? If the graph is going down, something is basically wrong with us. What is said? Your body, your mind, your emotions, and your energy. These 4 things are not in sync. What is your body? When we were born, were we the same size? Were we of the same size or not? No, we were very small. So what is there that has increased our size? It is basically the accumulation of food over a period of time. That we ate, we became like this. And what is our mind? How it has developed, the kind of impressions that we have got, that has developed our mind. So this body, mind, emotions and energy, that has to be in sync. Then only we will be able to achieve the kind of peace in our life. Then you will learn whether it is managing home, whether it is managing a smaller institution or managing institution this big where more than 10,000 students are studying. That becomes easy once you are peaceful from within. Otherwise, what is happening? After having got the kind of job, you wanted to become professor, you wanted to become VC, you wanted to become an IPS officer, you have become something. But on the other side of the table, you are seeing you have the diabetes, you have hypertension, you have heart problems, you have other problems. So was it for that? Something is going wrong. That needs to be corrected. That needs to be corrected from very beginning. How you control this machine, that is very important. Then only you will be able to control any organization of any number of people. That is very, very important. The small lesson I wanted to share with you. When Arjun asked Lord Krishna, how to control my mind? I am unable to control this. His question was very simple. He said, Chanchalam hi manah Krishna hai, pramati balvat radham, tasmaham nikraham manne, vayureva suduskara. कि this, my mind, मेरा मन ये बहुत चंचल है, इसको वश में करना तो इतना डिफिकल्ट है जैसे कि कोई हवा को कंट्रोल करो, इतना डिफिकल्ट है इसको कंट्रोल करना. I am unable to control my mind. Then Lord Krishna replied to him, Asansayam Mahabaho Manodurnigraham Chala Abhyasen tu Kaunteya Vairagyen Chala. Definitely Arjun, मन को वश में करना बहुत ही कठिन है, लेकिन बारंबार अभ्यास से और वैराग्य से इसको वश में किया जा सकता है. That is the kind of teaching that we have got. Our scriptures are full of these kind of things. What Dr. Chakravarti said, all philosophers have indicated this, and that is what will be taught to you. That you will be learning over here in the time to come, and I am very hopeful that you will neither take AI as a challenge or a threat. You will not take it that it is going to disturb your peace of mind. And definitely, if you control yourself, then the ethical life would also be there. If you develop this, practice this, then definitely this will come. What she quoted Rabindranath Tagore. I also carry one teaching of Rabindranath Tagore in wherever I get posted, and that says, আমাদের বুদ্ধি সহজেই অত্যন্ত সূক্ষ্ম, তাহার দ্বারা চুল চেরা যায় কিন্তু বড় বড় গ্রন্থি ছেদন করা যায় না, তাহা সুনিপুণ কিন্তু সব নয়। আমাদের বুদ্ধি ঘোড়ার অতি সূক্ষ্ম তর্কের বাহাদুরিতে ছোটে ভালো, কিন্তু কর্মের পথে গাড়ি লইয়া চলে না। আমরা আরম্ভ করি, শেষ করি না, আড়ম্বর করি, কাজ করি না, যাহা অনুষ্ঠান করি তাহা বিশ্বাস করি না, যাহা বিশ্বাস করি তাহা পালন করি না। ভুরি পরিমাণ বাক্য রচনা করিতে পারি, তিল পরিমাণ আত্মত্যাগ করিতে পারি না। আমরা অহংকার দেখাইয়া পরিতপ্ত থাকি, যোগ্যতা লাভের চেষ্টা করি না। আমরা সকল কাজে পরের প্রত্যাশা করি, নিজে কিছুই করি না, অথচ পরের ত্রুটি লইয়া আকাশ বিদীর্ণ করিতে থাকি। পরের অনুকরণে আমাদের গর্ব, পরের অনুগ্রহে আমাদের সম্মান, অপরের চোখে ধুলি নিক্ষেপ করিয়া আমাদের পলিটিক্স এবং নিজের বাক চাতুর্যে ভক্তি বিবল হইয়া উঠিয়াই আমাদের জীবনের প্রধান উদ্দেশ্য। That is what he said, and that I am telling that I carry with myself, that kind of thing which he has taught to us, what kind of life we should live, what kind of behavior, what kind of conduct should be there in our life. That is the thing which every philosopher, every good teacher wanted to give to his disciples. And if you get a good teacher, if you get somebody good guide, then definitely your life is set. The scriptures, Rahim Das ji has written for this, कि कबीरा हरि के रूप से गुरु की शरण जाए, कबीरा हरि के रूप पे गुरु की शरण जाए, कहे कबीर गुरु रूठ पे हरि नहीं होत सहाय। Whenever you face any problem, even if God is not happy with you, if you go to Guru, then perhaps everything will be sorted out. But if the Guru is unhappy, then even God can't help you. Then he says, यातन विष की बेरड़ी, गुरु अमृत की खान, शीश दिए जो गुरु मिले तो भी सस्ता था। अगर ये सर कटवा के अगर अच्छा गुरु बात, if you get somebody who can really guide you on this line, on this path, then definitely the life is sorted. And that is how you should search for a good guru, good guide, who can really guide you through this and navigate you through this sansar and take you to your ultimate goal. That is what we want to achieve. I hope with this inauguration of Center for Peace and Ethics, where so many courses will be included, so many good things will be included, I have no doubt that the students who will pass out from here will definitely be able to lead an ethical life and a peaceful life. And if you are peaceful from within, you can create anything. And I am telling you, we are looking for good boys and girls who can really do wonders with the kind of computer coding and other things. We would like to give them an opportunity. We would like them to discuss with us that what new things can happen. We are happy to organize any hackathon kind of thing, that what new things can be done. We know that this untapped energy which is there within you definitely going to create the kind of India which we have vision. And definitely we will together as a guide from our side, as a hard worker from your side, can achieve anything. That is what we expect. With this, again, I am thanking Himal, Vice Chancellor Sahab, and Sri Saurabh Adhikari ji once again for giving me an opportunity to interact with you. I would like to end with one small thing which says, if you all should work hard towards this. It says, छोटे-छोटे कदम बढ़ाते लंबा रास्ता कट जाता है, छोटे-छोटे कदम बढ़ाते लंबा रास्ता कट जाता है, बूंद बूंद पानी डालो तो गहरा सागर भर जाता है। Thank you so much.